This how legends get made. This moment right here is when we start dreaming. I won't let us settle for less.
The origins of the biggest drug empire in New York City history, a legendary brotherhood forged on the asphalt of South Jamaica, Queens, and the untold story of how an innocent kid named Kanan Stark mentored two ambitious teenagers into the ruthless kingpins known as Ghost and Tommy. The Power universe is officially taking us back to where the crown was first stolen with power. Origins. Howdy, partners, and welcome back to Wild West Screens, your ultimate homestead for deep dive breakdowns on the biggest sagas, modern legends, and fiercest power struggles in cinema and television. Grab your coffee, pull up a chair by the campfire, and saddle up, because today we are stepping away from the open range and heading straight into the gritty streets of late 90s New York City to explore the massive, highly anticipated prequel series, Power Origins. Ever since Courtney A. Kemp and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson launched the original Power series in 2014, Starz has built one of the most dominant crime drama franchises in modern television history. The flagship series gave us the unforgettable rise and fall of James Ghost St. Patrick, his fiercely loyal brother-in-arms Tommy Egan, and their lethal mentor Kanan Stark. From there, the universe expanded into an unstoppable empire of interconnected spin-offs. We watched Tariq St. Patrick try to escape his father's shadow while climbing the Ivy League drug hierarchy in Power Book 2, Ghost, witnessed the dark 90s coming of age of Kanan Stark and his ruthless mother Rock in Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, and rode passenger seat with Tommy Egan as he conquered the Chicago underworld in Power Book 4, Force. Before we dive into the exciting future waiting for us in Power Origins, we have to look back at how the modern timeline just closed its latest chapter in Power Book 4, Force. The series finale of Force brought Tommy Egan's violent Chicago crusade to an explosive, calculated conclusion. After 3 seasons of fighting against the Flynn crime family and navigating a bloody civil war with the Coalition, Tommy faced his ultimate test when Gennard Sampson and the remnants of the Flynns launched an all-out strike to wipe him off the board. Demonstrating the raw survival instincts and tactical genius that carried him through New York, Tommy turned the tables on his rivals. In the chaotic final hours, Tommy dismantled the opposition, secured key loyalties across the city's crews, and successfully consolidated total control over Chicago's drug pipeline. But that victory came with heavy personal consequences. Mireya chose to leave the city to protect her unborn child from the crossfire, reinforcing the tragic truth that Tommy's criminal supremacy always demands the sacrifice of his own happiness. Just as Tommy stood as the undisputed king of Chicago, a massive crossover moment shook the finale when Tariq St. Patrick arrived in town, setting the stage for Tommy's story to bridge directly into the recently greenlit sequel series, Power Legacy. While Power Legacy will continue the contemporary story, the creative team is simultaneously turning the clock all the way back to answer the single biggest question in franchise history. How did Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan become an unbreakable trio in the first place? The idea for Power Origins was carefully seeded in the Season 5 finale of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. In that pivotal finale, adolescent versions of Tommy and Ghost made a brief cameo, approaching Kanan about getting involved in the drug game. Series creator Sasha Penn revealed that introducing them as young guys was always the master plan, serving as an electric Easter egg for longtime fans while establishing the timeline where their brotherhood officially begins. Starz officially greenlit the project as the 4th spin-off in the franchise, ordering a massive 18-episode first season that recently wrapped filming in New Jersey. The creative vision behind Origins is guided by showrunner Sasha Penn, alongside original franchise creator Courtney A. Kemp, with 50 Cent and Mark Canton returning as executive producers. What makes Origins so compelling is that it breaks away from the bleak, oppressive weight of previous prequels. Sasha Penn has explained that tonally, the show is taking inspiration from classic buddy cop and outlaw dynamics like 48 Hours and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. While it will still deliver the trademark Power recipe of street action, family soap opera, and cutthroat betrayal, the series brings a noticeable level of levity, fun, and rambunctious energy as it follows young men driven by unbridled ambition. Leading the ensemble cast is a powerhouse trio of rising talent. Spence Moore takes on the iconic role of young James Ghost St. Patrick, bringing sharp intellect, charismatic swagger, and a burning desire to escape street poverty. Charlie Mann steps into the shoes of young Tommy Egan, capturing the chaotic loyalty, fierce temper, and raw street grit that made the character a global fan favorite. Reprising his critically acclaimed role from Raising Kanan, Mekhi Curtis returns as Kanan Stark, serving as the connective tissue between the 90s era and the rise of the new empire. The supporting cast fleshes out the rich neighborhood tapestry of South Jamaica, Queens. Jennifer Farren joins the cast as Tommy's volatile mother, Kate Egan, exploring the dysfunctional home environment that drove Tommy into the streets and bonded him so tightly to Ghost's family. Zuri Reed takes on the pivotal role of young Tasha, showing her earliest interactions with Ghost and detailing how their romance and business partnership formed from the very ground floor. The ensemble is further elevated by Nadia Dajani as Teresa Baselli, Jason Durden as Tremont Stinson, Lizzie DeClement as Jill Wexler, Lenny Platt as Lenny Seedel, Armani Gabriel as Jay Boogs, and Everett Osborne as Ome Moreau. When we look at early teasers, production photos, and cast interviews, Power, Origins promises to showcase a fascinating evolution in Kanan Stark's psychology. In Raising Kanan, Kanan was a teenager operating under the heavy shadow and moral influence of his mother Rak. But following the deadly collapse of his family structure, Kanan enters Origins completely unmoored. As Mekhi Curtis pointed out, Kanan is now operating in a world where the one thing he genuinely cared about has been stripped away. With no family left to serve as a moral compass, Kanan steps into the role of a true, hardened street boss, becoming the calculating villain fans first met in the original Power series, taking Ghost and Tommy under his wing to build an army of his own. Early teaser footage highlights the vibrant, magnetic chemistry between Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan during their carefree early days. We see Ghost as an ambitious strategist studying high finance and street economics, dreaming of legitimate wealth while mastering the street corners. Tommy acts as the muscle and unyielding shield, fiercely protective of Ghost and eager to prove himself to Kanan. The early storylines will explore their first low-level street operations, their clashes with established neighborhood crews, and the foundational rules Kanan teaches them about corner territory, packaging, and dealing with rivals. Simultaneously, Origins will explore the origins of Ghost's split identity. Long before he opened Truth nightclub or fell back in love with Angela Valdez, James St. Patrick was a young man caught between two worlds. The series will examine his early education, his high school relationship with Tasha, and the internal tension between wanting to be a respectable businessman and realizing that Kanan's drug pipeline offered the fastest ticket to power. Viewers will also witness the seeds of the eventual betrayal that defined the original series. The unspoken jealousies, conflicting ambitions, and tactical differences that would one day lead Ghost and Tasha to set Kanan up for a 10-year prison sentence. With an 18-episode canvas, Power, Origins has the narrative space to build a rich, sprawling 90s period piece filled with authentic hip-hop culture, vintage fashion, and high-velocity street drama. By exploring the youth, audacity, and brotherhood of these three legendary figures, Sasha Penn and Courtney A. Kemp are preparing to deliver a landmark chapter that enriches every single scene of the original Power series. The Power universe continues to prove that it is the ultimate master of long-form television myth-making, connecting generations of characters across decades of blood, ambition, and street justice. Power, Origins is set to give fans the definitive look at how two hungry kids from Queens transformed their neighborhood hustle into an empire that ruled New York. I'm putting it to the Bunkhouse partners. Are you excited to see Spence Moore and Charlie Mann step into the shoes of young Ghost and Tommy? And how do you think Kanan will shape them into the ruthless operators we know and love? Drop your ultimate theories down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive breakdown on the Power universe and the biggest sagas in television. Until the next trail, keep your boots clean, stay wild, and keep that fire alive. Happy trails, partners!